think this music is quite loud. For once. So I'm turning it down. When it comes to V3, we'll probably... I mean, it would be funny to spin a wheel to decide whether we're going to do Kaede or Shuichi's. I forgot to turn my fan off. Sorry. But I think we'll probably just do Kaede's first and then Shuichi's after. But the next ones we're actually doing are from Draw, so... Couldn't hear you down there. Oh no. Let me just check. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I guess my headphones were on full blast. Maybe it wasn't that bad. It's still loud. For some reason, this song, this final battle hop, is just very loud. I guess I'm going to turn it off anyway, but I want it to be good for when we actually do the FTEs, right? Let's see what else y'all saying. For a second there, I thought my mic was still muted, but no. It's just... Yeah, anyway. This exciting music does not fit the feeling I get knowing we have to do Terror's FTEs tonight. Yeah. Can we agree on saving Terror for last? I've got bad news. I'm just going to randomize it. And yeah, other than people saying Kaede was done dirty, which of course, we all know. Yeah. I know people don't like the protag switch, but I think Shuichi fits better as V3's protagonist because the truth versus lies theme going on. Kaede would have been great, but not as fitting. I suppose. I guess it just depends on how she would have developed, which we can't really say. But anyway, my goodness. My throat is stuffy? Is that the way you'd say that? Yeah. Let's see. This is the right one. Okay. So yeah, we're obviously doing Terra, Nagito, and Gundam today. Let's see which one! I'm afraid. I'm not looking. I can't see. Oh, golly. Great. Great! Okay, we're starting with Terra. Everybody is so happy. Everybody is laughing and singing in the streets with how happy they are. Okay. Well. Let me get him. I think this is the voice I'm going to give him. I don't know. Something like that. Just something weird, you know? Oh no, yay? Okay, we'll get it over with, alright? Bonjour. Alright. Where? Nope. Where does it start? Oh, they didn't give him a gift, I don't think. It's funny. Okay. Knuckles' voice. Oh no. What voice am I gonna do for Terra Hanamura? I can't even conceptualize. That's the wrong scene. There we go. Do not give him a voice he doesn't deserve. Yeah, I'll just read his lines, you know. I think this is just what he's gonna... I was wondering, do you specialize in a particular style of cooking? Does this video have sound? Wait, does this video not have sound? Terra is cursed. It had sound earlier, right? When he went...
But could you guys... Bonjour.
Okay, does the sound just cut off during this part, or is it the whole video? Wow, okay, well... I guess I'll do it another time, then. We're free, everyone, we're free! I did not know this. I just downloaded them all, and all the other ones worked. Wow, that's amazing. We love to see that. All right, well, I guess we won't be doing all three of them today. Of course, the glitching happens with this mistake of a human being, yeah. You're not wrong. They realize even sound is too good for them. Well, am I on the right scene? Did I click it, or was I really too busy? Okay, I did click it. Nagito or Gundam, then. Nagito! Woo! Okay. Let's hope not all of them are like that. I don't know just why they decided to focus on territory of being a borderline sex offender instead of being super passionate about cooking. Yep. Well, staying well before you, alright? This one has sound, right? Yes. Okay, good. Where's the start? Okay, they're giving him a present. Hajime! Wait, do they not give him a present either? Nope.
What?
They just decided not to on these, like, last ones. Maybe, you know, maybe this person was me all along. Anyway. We just witnessed a miracle. Put Terra on the draw wheel. I should do that. That's actually a very funny idea. Alright, we're Nagito. I hope not. Anyway. Hajime, this is like my Nagito voice. Okay. Hajime, are you feeling sick? Huh? No, not at all.
Nope.
I see. Then it's okay. I thought you looked pale or something. I thought something was worrying you. But it would be weird if you weren't worrying in a situation like this. Nagito is laughing in a carefree way. But seeing him laugh like that was enough to distract me from my worries.
Huh?
Oh, what? Is something wrong? No. How should I put it? I was just thinking about all the ways you've been helping me so far. Thank you.
Wow.
No, I haven't done anything to receive your thanks. But for someone like me to be useful to you, and to even receive your words of gratitude, makes me happy. You're being too hard on yourself. I mean, my talent is just having good luck. It's not like it comes from hard work, and it's not like I can use it to do anything amazing. Uh-huh. Regardless of how lucky I am, or if that luck even exists, I'm just too unimpressive to truly matter. Unlike you guys. Why does he sound so happy about that? It's possible that my talent might be more meaningless than yours, you know? I mean, I can't even remember what it is.
There's no mistake.
That's not true! I'm sure you have an amazing talent. I mean, if you didn't, you wouldn't have been accepted into Hope Speak Academy. Somehow, when I see the way Nagito doesn't doubt me at all, I start to believe that he's right. He really does help me in so many ways. I can see why this is a ship now. I know. If you'd like, let me help you remember. Let's see, a talent that suits Hajime.
I see.
What about the ultimate serenity? That character from Yu-Gi-Oh? Which part of me did you look at to come up with a title like that? Is that even a useful ability? I'm pretty sure the ability to bring serenity to others by just being there is really amazing. Let's see. What about the ultimate clumsy student? Well, considering I suddenly forgot what my talent was, that might be fairly accurate. Then, what about the ultimate scatterbrain? Don't go that far. I don't want an ultimate talent like that.
Wow.
Hey, don't take it seriously. It was just a little joke. Then, how about the ultimate spiky hair? That's not an ability at all. I know, right?
Right?
But it's going to be fine. I'm positive you have a talent that's brimming with hope. Jeez, he's totally messing with me. But thanks to him, my feelings are lighter than they ever were. Could it be? Was that his goal all along? If so, maybe he is a good person after all. Well, I guess it's too early to say. I need to get to know him better from now on. Why are you just staring at me? I hope we get to understand each other better, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Well, honey, there's a big storm coming. Anyway. Tear and Draw, actually, that could work. He can replace Mitch. Haha. Maybe it's better to not give Nagito a gift because he'll use it to kill himself or someone else in the name of hope. It's true. Hajime, you gave me a pen. I know what to do with this. I will stab someone in the name of hope. I thought you looked kind of pale. Meanwhile, Nagito is like 3 shades paler than Hajime. Yeah, he's whiter than a sheet, honestly. If Hajime is the ultimate everything, then that would also include ultimate luck, right? Yeah, I guess. Hajime could be Sonic the Hedgehog because he has spiky hair, I guess. Okay. I'm pretty sure hitting Hajime in the head with a frying pan would probably just kill him. I feel like I sat down and played all of Danganronpa 2. I would start to rip my ears off every time I heard the word hope. That's funny. Yeah. Boy. It's me, Nagito Komaeda. Okay, well, they gave him a gift this time. And now we've revealed his true colors, of course. To be honest, I don't even know why I thought about talking to him. But I felt like the more I left him alone, the bigger my worries would start to grow. You have a scary look on your face. You don't have to be so cautious, you know. I won't do anything. As he said that, he smiled at me. Why is this guy... No, thinking about it is a waste of time. What were you going to say, Hajime? You think about doing something to me? That's wonderful. I'm totally up for it. I don't mind at all. Don't mess with me. I'll never go along with your plans.
Wow.
That's a problem. I don't want you guys to lose sight of yourselves because you doubt and hate me. I want to see you guys embody hope. There it is again. What in the world is this hope you keep talking about? What are you planning to make us do? Why am I so misunderstood? I just want you to believe in hope, you know?
Hey.
You should think about it seriously for once. What do you think hope is? He's right. I've never actually given it much thought. Hope. For him, hope is the opposite of despair. Absolute good. Something that's not here. Hope is absolute good. That's right. That's exactly it. And you guys have the potential to embody it. Do you understand? Hope is a positive force. Everything created by it is absolute good. As long as the seeds of hope have been planted, I will gladly kill someone, or be killed in return. The fact that I'm alive right now is already hope. It's no use. I definitely don't understand what he's talking about at all. But even so, all I can say is, it doesn't seem like he's trying to trick or trap anyone for the sake of his selfish desires. That's why this is especially troubling.
Hey.
Huh? Are we done talking, Hajime? That's disappointing, but we can talk anytime, right?
See?
After all, we're both friends who yearn for hope. Okay, cool. Update. I need a drink. Why would you ever give Nagito a doll? Love that the art style in the comic book. I love the art style in the comic book part. What will you do for that? It's up to the person who draws it, I suppose, because it isn't going to be me. Wonder if you can do Nagito's FTEs during Chapter 2 since he remains tied up by Kazuichi and Nekomaru until Mahiru's body is found. Probably not. Probably not. Stop smiling, Nagito. It's creepy. Go back in the corner and sing High Hope to yourself. Why is something highlighted? Yeah, don't worry about it. What were you thinking about, Hajime? You gonna do something to me? Nagito believes in good vibes. I suppose. How do you think Nekomaru and Kazuichi tied up this man high on hope? Well, his luck, he kind of wanted them to, put him in a compromising position, so... Nagito, surf's up, dude! I feel like Nagito would obsess over Satsuki in Chapter 4 because of the whole if you can't find hope, then create it thing. That's a good point. Or he'd hate it. He'd absolutely hate it, like... Because he kind of hates regular people, right? Because they're not, talented and hopeful. I guess Nagito and I grew a little closer today. Just thinking about the bad luck that's waiting for me is making me feel all tingly. Okay, great. I love that. That reminds me, your talent is the ultimate lucky student, right? Man. I happen to think it's extremely boring. For someone who's lucky, you still got dragged into this mess. Doesn't that seem ironic to you? That's not at all. This is simply the beginning of hope. Huh? Actually, I was born with a unique type of hope. This current situation is foreshadowing the ultimate luck that'll be arriving afterward. What do you mean? Well, if everything that's happening now seems like bad luck, it's all going to result in good luck in the end. As long as I exist, that will definitely happen. So, I can't help feeling excited for what's going to happen. Seeing my beloved embodiments of hope trapped on this island and forced to kill each other so pathetically. Amazing. It's all just a preparation for the good luck that'll arrive in the end. I'm going mad from excitement. Okay. Cool. What? You look confused. Isn't that obvious? He thinks the bad luck happening right now is just a preparation for good luck? What's wrong with him? Many things, Hajime. Hey. Then, allow me to give you an example. Let's say you end up in a car accident and are hospitalized. On its own, that would seem like bad luck, right? Well, yeah. But then you meet a lovely nurse at the hospital and end up becoming a lovey-dovey happy couple. Doesn't this ending mean it was good luck all along? Well, maybe. See? You never would have met her at all if you hadn't experienced the bad luck of getting into that car accident. Isn't that right? That's always been my experience. The bigger the bad luck I experienced at first, the good luck that comes afterward is so big that it wipes away all of that bad luck. Does that really happen to you? Didn't I tell you? That's the talent that I possess. That's why I'm called the ultimate lucky student. So that's why no matter what happens, he's always acting happy and upbeat. No matter who is killed, it's just overshadowed by good luck later. Even though it's only a little bit, I guess I sort of understand Nagito's belief. No, you don't, Hajime. Don't kid yourself. But he's definitely messed up. It's hard to imagine that there'll be a day when we're able to really understand each other. Hi. Okay. Great. He wanted to be tied up? I mean, that's the only explanation for why it happened, right? Anything he wants happens, basically. He hates anyone that likes despair or isn't an ultimate student. Right, exactly. So Satsuki saying hope is something that can be created, he might see that as an insult because, no, hope is only available in very specific people that go to Hope Speak Academy. Nobody else can make it. Satsuki, hey, I know you don't like me. Can you help me get Nagito off of me? He's been clinging to me for hours and it's starting to scare me. It's funny. Just tell Tsurugi that Nagito killed someone and he'll start running to the arsenal. Problem solved. True. Nagito should meet Utsuro and Sora in the chaos. It's not untrue. This kind of shows something about Nagito's despair self. His despair self believed that the bigger despair, that an even greater hope would then rise. Yeah. Let's go play hide and seek. Nagito, I hide, and then you seek therapy. Very nice. This does actually explain some of the questions I had when I finished the game. I did, of course, find out about them by, like, looking stuff up after the game, but it would have been nice if that was, in the game, actually. You know what I mean? I've got nothing but time. Alright, where I am. Iguana daughter, what is that? To tell you the truth, I'm really happy, Hajime. With everything you've learned about me, you're still talking to me like this. Yeah, I don't know why. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just a coward. I'm scared to leave someone like you alone when I don't understand you at all.
How admirable.
Personally, I think it shows great courage to try and understand something you don't understand. He's not wrong. You're definitely someone who embodies hope.
Hey,
I wonder what kind of light your talent is going to unleash.
this is
I
exciting.
really want to find out soon. Who cares about me? Let's talk about you. Sure thing. I'll talk about anything you want. So, let's start talking about the moment I came into this world. Do you even remember that? Good point.
Hey,
But before that, can I ask you something?
Hajime.
What do you think good luck is? Good luck, huh? I'm not really sure I understand, but I think what Nagito's trying to say is... absolute power. Are you trying to say good luck is absolute power?
It's all
Precisely! For me, that's exactly what good luck is! He's not wrong. Regardless, it's a power that has terrible results due to the fact I can't wield it with my own will. An absolute power you can't wield with your own will. Isn't that a dangerous thing to have? That's what I just said! No, I see. That's just how Nagito views it.
Hey,
Now then, let's start talking about me. Where should I start? I know! This happened when I was in elementary school.
actually.
One day, my family and I were planning to board an airplane from the San Cristobal Airport. Sorry. Where in the world is that? But surprise, surprise! After we boarded, the airplane was hijacked. Don't you think that's just the worst luck? But surprisingly, a meteorite fell at the exact right time. Well, for a meteorite, it was only the size of a closed fist. That's still pretty big for a meteorite. Anyway, that falling meteorite struck the hijacker and prevented any further problems. Don't you think that's an amazing act of good luck?
Man,
But the meteorite also hit my parents and killed them instantly. Don't you think that's a terrible act of bad luck? But in the end, I obtained my freedom and an immense inheritance. See? It really was amazing good luck all along, right? Nagito spoke about this event so optimistically, my understanding just couldn't keep up with him. A plane hijacking and a meteorite, and his parents dying right in front of him? There was also this one time in middle school when I was kidnapped by a murderer. Man, don't you think that's just the worst luck? But coincidentally, I found a lottery ticket inside the trash bag that the murderer stuffed me in. And after I was safely taken in by the police, I checked out the numbers without giving it much thought.
amazing.
Surprise! I won $300 million! Even I was amazed by this splendid act of good luck. It's no use. My head's starting to hurt. And right before I entered Hope Speak Academy... No, I shouldn't tell that story. It's impertinent of me to burden you with all of this because of my pointless situation. After dominating the conversation, Nagito left. I'll dominate something else, Hajime. I still feel like I don't know much about him. But it seems like he has an understandable reason for his blind faith towards hope. I feel like I was at least able to understand that. Approved. Sure. Alright. I saw strawberries, but I saw hearts. A few of them are like faded enough that they look like hearts, I suppose. Oh. I hiccuped. Nagito is one of those characters that is pretty interesting in-game, but meme culture and shipping led to me being tired of seeing him everywhere. Yeah. I mean, the game kind of overexposes him too, honestly, but yeah. Before Nagito found out Hajime was a yucky reserve corps student, true. Did Nagito describe Chiruya with trying to understand something you don't understand? Because that's true in every trial. Pretty much. If Hajime ends up this far in Nagito's FTEs, then the player really wanted Hajime to suffer in confusion, pretty much. It's like the genocide Jack ones we did the other day, where Makoto's like, why am I even talking to her? You know? Did Nagito have divine luck? Pretty much. Not, like, in practice, because he can't spread it to other people, really. But pretty much anything he wants to happen does happen. It's just, you know, he has to stumble first for it to happen. Been a fan of you for a while. Just finished your Straw 2 series. Very nice. Read through and voice the whole thing. Hey, thanks, Owen Higby. Some of his stories are BS and some are true. I think this one's definitely BS. I would not doubt that his parents died in a plane crash. I don't know about the hijacker and the meteorite. I think Hajime and Sora just suffer trying to understand Nagito and Mikado. Pretty much. Oh, the plane was hijacked and both my parents died. You know, just another Tuesday. So Nagito is rich? Yeah. He's like a rich orphan. He's like Batman, except, you know, he's like Batman and the Joker fused into one. You live in a society. He wants to help me rob Nagito's house. They were in the plane when it happened, right? Did the meteorite hit the hijacker? I think probably what happened is, well, they were boarding it. Something happened. Either that or it just tore through the top of the plane. Because I'm pretty sure Nagito got stranded on an island for a while, too. I remember reading about that. So it was probably a result of the plane crash. But I don't know. If you try to spend free time with Mikado after completing his free time event, Sora will say, sorry, I clicked on you by accident. Yeah, good. Excellent. What? Oh, I forgot about this room with the rap Monokuma. Has anybody cut out the rap Monokuma yet? For, like, memes? I feel like if they haven't, I should do that. Oh my goodness! Nagito saying, oh my goodness, is very funny.
Hey.
Hajime, why are you...
Well...
No, the reason doesn't matter. I just want to feel grateful for this good luck. I want to be thankful that there's someone who's interested in trash like me.
The reason I'm here is because I wanted to hear the rest of what you were going to say earlier.
Yep.
I don't mind. It's no big deal anyway. Like I said before, my parents are dead. Since I had no other relatives, it took direct action against me.
What does it mean?
Well...
My diagnosis. Stage 3 malignant lymphoma, and to top it off, it's accompanied by frontotemporal dementia.
Dementia?
Huh?
This is trouble.
Even now, my brain is deteriorating bit by bit while I'm speaking with you. You're kidding me, right?
Jeez.
My life expectancy is between half a year to a year. But right after I was diagnosed, I got accepted into Hope Speak Academy. I believe that balanced things out, but now all these killings are occurring, you know? As soon as my life entered the final round, it quickly became a roller coaster ride. But it's going to be alright. No matter the bad luck that happens, good luck always lies just beyond it. The reason I'm alive is because I always believe there's hope, no matter what. Do you understand me now, Hajime?
No matter what his reasons were, I couldn't forgive all of the things Nagito had done. That's what I'd been believing. But still.
Hajime, you and I are a lot alike. We're not so different, you and I, you might say.
Actually...
That's why you understand my feelings. I felt that from the very start. I don't feel the unique aura that exists in those who have talent from you, though. I only detect the scent of a miserable bystander, just like me. That may be so, but I'm not miserable. I'm different from you.
Perhaps.
It seems there's no one who's willing to inherit my soul.
What?
I have no parents, no siblings, no relatives, not even friends or acquaintances. Because of my self-righteous thoughts, everyone distanced themselves from me. I was fine with that while I was still healthy, but it's quite lonely to die alone. Now that I'm on the verge of death, I finally realized what I wanted all along. Someone's love. You. I read a book about something like that the other day. Huh? It was right of me to cite a book written for the masses. Thanks to that, I was able to gain your empathy. Yes, I'm satisfied now. You were lying just now? No, everything you said up to this point, all of it, it was all lies?
Right?
Have you finally decided to kill me? If you want, I'll prepare the perfect crime. Then you can kill me and you'll be saved. Let's commit the crime together so despair can become a foundation for hope. You can do it. I believe in you. After all, you tolerated someone like me this entire time. I'm sure a bright hope is sleeping inside of you, too. Nagito, just tell me one thing, and be honest. If you didn't have your ultimate luck, what would you be doing instead?
You're right.
I guess I'd probably be living a peaceful life. A boring, normal life with no hope and no despair. I see. That's all. Goodbye. I turned my back to him, and as I walked away, I could hear Nagito's voice in the distance. You'll come back to me. I know you will.
Don't forget, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly in love with the hope that sleeps inside you.
Hajime, come back here. In the end, everything Nagito said, I don't know what was true and what was lies. But even so, there might have been a definite truth hidden somewhere in his words. If there wasn't, there's no way I could feel this mysterious bond between Nagito and me.
Whoa, what the heck happened to the text here? You fools.
If he does obtain the hope he wants, what is he going to do?
Okay, this one's just broken, right? There is no space between the ellipses and he. He should technically be capitalized, but not always when it's dialogue. Hope, I think, should be capitalized in this as well, because at least that's what Nagito would do. And then to do is on a separate line for no reason. It's very strange. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. There we go.
Strangely enough, I feel like I want to see that.
No, you do not, Hajime. They didn't do the space after the ellipses again. Who wrote that? Which intern wrote that? I'm sorry. The story's probably a lie. It's true. But I like to think that he is dying. If you go try to spend free time... Oh, I already read that. Where did you read that? The island thing? Just on the internet. I don't know. Came from somewhere. Maybe it came from the anime. Batman and Joker's secret love child. Oh no. Quick, keep talking to him to make his brain turn to dust. Trying to understand Nagito is like building a car from scratch with no experience and no parts. Nagito the pre-Kokichi. The evil laughter. We love the evil laughter. It's very, like, funny. I see some people that think Nagito actually has those diseases, even though he's, like... He has, like, 2 of those symptoms and is openly admitted to lying. He certainly doesn't have dementia. That's certainly not a thing. I could imagine he has some deadly disease. I could imagine that he is regularly diagnosed with a deadly disease that just mysteriously goes away. You know what I mean? Like, that seems about right. Why did that last line from Nagito sound suggestive? Because he said love and inside you. That's why. Nagito went from chill to insane to chill again. One of the many reasons why I'm scared of him. Get the holy water. Okay, so clearly, like, we know that this is going in S. Because even if it's fake, even the manipulation is still, interesting. And it lets you sort of understand where he's coming from. About his, like, view on hope and luck. At the same time, I kind of wish he didn't have the line where he was like,
I don't sense the aura of talent from you, Hajime.
Because, like, if so, then he shouldn't be talking to Hajime. That's basically like a character contradiction. Part of me wants to put it in bad just for that, but hey, whatever. Given that as soon as he learns Hajime's a reserve corps student, he completely, like, just dunks on him for every chance that he gets. I would find it stupid that if he felt like he might not be talented the entire time, he'd even, like, give him the time of day. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's probably going in S. Oh man, what will we get? Whoa, this is weird. Oh my gosh, we got the void. Alright. Help me load up Gundams. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Close that. Open Gundams. They're not going to give Gundam a present either. Alright. Hooray, the other insane one. Yeah, well, not wrong.
Gundam Tanaka.
It's got to be something deep, but my throat's a little bit like I was saying earlier, stuffy, so. Alright.
Fiend.
Is that actually the start of it? I guess it is. Well, here we go.
Whoa there. It's better if you do not get any closer than that. An automatic barrier is generated independently of my will.
It's not like I'm getting close, or even really planning to get close.
Which reminds me, there's something I haven't asked you yet. It doesn't matter that your temporary name is Hajime Hinata. Tell me your true name, Fiend.
What the heck is this true name thing?
Izuru Kamakura, right? So you're not foolish enough to tell me so easily. Then tell me your hidden name.
I don't have anything like that.
Then what is your special ability?
There's no way I have one of those.
So you really are just a mere human. I suppose it can't be helped. Then let me talk to you about something that even a mere human can understand.
What happened?
Ask me anything.
Oh, so I have to ask?
However, it's free for you to ask, but make sure you try not to understand. After knowing my true terror, it'll be quite a sight to see how long your sanity will last.
Does he want to talk or not? Which is it? Talking to him is starting to get annoying, but he's totally ready and waiting for me now. I guess I have to ask him something. What do you do with your free time, usually?
So, you're interested in my lifestyle. Fine then, I shall reveal a portion of that to you. Training, human hunting, crafting spell components, etc. He actually says etc. Okay, despite my looks, I'm quite a busybody. However, managing my website takes up the bulk of my time. Obviously, sorcerers around the world are waiting to see my research results. Of course, my website has been magically enchanted, so only the chosen can view it. A mere human like you will only be able to access the dummy site called Exciting Breeding Journal.
I'd rather check out the Ultimate Breeder's Exciting Breeding Journal anyway. Hajime, please.
I bet you would!
Get out of here, Nagi. Get out of here, Nagi.
Then, I will make sure to show you. Well, if we ever get out of here. Well, do you have any other questions? What's your favorite food? You've certainly hit the mark well. I'm fond of the orange melon which bears the face of the devil. Are you talking about a pumpkin? There is no other food as high in nutrients nor as versatile to a variety of cooking methods. More importantly, its seeds are the most effective food.
Really? Again?
The most effective food source for my 4 dark devas of destruction.
What happened with these 2 FTEs?
However, you must carefully wash them, dry them in the sunlight, peel off the thin skin, then lightly fry them. I see. That sounds pretty difficult. Is there anything in this world that is not? Pleasure and pain are irrelevant, as long as you have a purpose, and take action for that sake. You're right. That's exactly right. Gundam's hard to understand sometimes, but I do understand the intent behind his words. Somehow, even though it's only a little, I feel like I'm starting to get to know Gundam better. It's me, Gundam Tanaka.
Alright. Time to talk to the Hot Topic shopper. Woo! Gundam is wearing a warm scarf in 90-degree weather. How is he alive? And why have we not spotted his limp corpse somewhere at least seen him sweat? Gundam is, he's not human, right? Technically, his hidden name is Izuru Kamakura. Yeah, exactly. Hajime, my ability is not listening to you anymore. Bye! What case did you guys like better? Danganronpa 2 Case 4 or V3 Case 4? That's a tough one. I think V3 Case 4, because that's Gonta, right? I didn't necessarily like it, but I do think it's better than this game's Case 4. Because this one just doesn't make any sense to me, but hey. What about the legendary potato? I don't know. He has a website giving animal tips. Why is that kind of cute? You will learn quickly that Gundam is very much just a front for just a guy who really likes hamsters and stuff. What happened to his eye? That's what I want to know. Or is he just wearing a contact and some makeup? Okay, hold on. And a present. Hajime, you fiend, you are rather nice. That's funny.
Hold it. If you cherish your life, it's better if you don't come any closer. My magical beasts have a thirst to kill. You mean your hamsters? I thought they were docile animals. Just as I thought. You know nothing. You will know true terror if you look down on them just because they fit in your palm. They are cruel devil beasts that will devour their parents, their siblings, and even their own children. Their territoriality is frightening. They will never stop attacking until their opponent is dead. Today's fight started when Sandy got greedy and encroached upon Jumpi's territory. Jumpi was knocked aside and his foot stepped into Magazi's territory. Then Magazi got angry and unleashed his anger onto Champi. I was able to quell their rage.
Quell their age. What is happening?
By sacrificing my left hand, but it may not be that easy next time. I see. That's troubling. Could it be that the reason Gundam's hand is always wrapped in that bandage is...
Let me ask.
By the way, do you know which species of my 4 Dark Devas of Destruction has the largest body? You mean, which species of hamster?
I would not know this.
Golden hamsters are the biggest species, right?
That was close.
Yes. Those fearsome demon beasts boast the largest size among all hamster species. However, they are also the most docile and are known for being the smartest as well. Other tribes feel no fear, thus they will give it their all when biting and ripping what stands before them.
It appears.
But
you do
only
not
Goldens know fear. Thus, they usually do not bare their teeth once they recognize you. You're saying they understand what happens when they bite people?
This
That's
too
why you must
is
pay
the
attention
will
to
of
their stress
causality.
levels when you are breeding them. Wow. I certainly didn't know that.
Nature.
However,
Collective
that
will
isn't
of
the
the
only
world.
feature of Goldens. They have many other unlimited possibilities. Their fur color, quality, and patterns. You could even say they have unlimited combinations.
Body is
After much research, the fruits of my labor were about to be born. A fearsome demon beast with sparkling silver fur. A hybrid creature with dominant spots and bands. Ah! But now, all I can do is pray for the safety of the mother and child I've left behind. I don't really understand what he's saying, but he seems to be worried about the hamsters he left behind. You were probably taking care of other animals too, right? Are those demon beasts okay too?
Let's make history.
There are no problems in that regard. I have pupils all around the world. I have already given them orders to continue my research into the synthesis of demon beasts. They know how to avoid any lethal genetics. They will carry out my will and conduct no atrocious experiments.
I shall.
Beyond that, I already made arrangements to leave my demon beasts to those I trust. He's crazy prepared. Listening to Gundam makes me rethink of how much a responsibility it is to raise pets. You will never experience such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But if you ever do breed them, make sure you provide plenty of exercise, high-quality food, and a place to sleep.
How pitiful.
Such luxuries mean everything to creatures who only live 1,095 days after they are born. Remember well. After saying that, Gundam walked away. I feel like I got a glimpse of the deep affection Gundam feels toward all animals, not just hamsters. Alright. I find it kind of funny that people love Gundam for pretending he can do magic, and then people dislike Himiko for pretending she can do magic. I know it's more complicated than that, but still. I think the real difference between them is that Gundam also has something behind that, which is his, like, you know, love of animals. And also, he's not so in your face. I think part of the reason... It's the same situation as Mahiru and Hyoko, right? Part of the reason people hate Mahiru is just because of Hyoko. Because of the fact that she and Hyoko, like, are, like, put together as a relationship in the game. If, like, Hyoko and Mahiru never interacted, I feel like people would just forget about her and not think about her at all. And I feel like it's the same way with Himiko. Because Himiko and Tenko were put, like, together, and Tenko is really annoying and never really, like, redeems herself, it rubs off on Himiko, who then basically does nothing and still ends up being a survivor. So, anyway. Also, magic is Himiko's whole personality, and Gundam is more of a specific niche. I mean, I guess. I still found Gundam annoying, to be fair. I don't like either of them, so... Himiko is cute, and I'm pretty sure she has depression, but Gundam has something else wrong in his brain. It's true. Gundam wasn't hugged enough as a child. Oh. Gundam's whole philosophy of never giving up on life would have hit me harder if it came up before Case 4, but it doesn't. He kind of just is there before Case 4. I have made this argument many a time, because when I finished that case, I didn't even, like, I don't even remember how they introduce it. I don't think Gundam himself even says it. I'm pretty sure Hajime just, like, muses that might be the reason why Gundam did it. And yeah, it makes total sense that Gundam, someone who's, like, so in touch with the animal kingdom, would believe that, you know, giving up on life is, like, a cardinal sin. But yeah, they never really, like, introduce it. And that's an interesting thing to have for, like, the killing game, right? But no, he's basically Death Father. It's great. We love to see it. I would 100% like Mahiru more if she didn't excuse Hyoko's actions. Exactly. And it's the same for Himiko and Tenko.
if Himiko didn't suddenly have this turnaround about Tanko just after she died, which made her look kind of inconsiderate, and also Tanko wasn't good either, then I feel like people would like her more. Anyway.
Don't get any closer. I already know what you're thinking.
What do you know that even I don't know?
So you have
Now then, summon your familiar.
No, I don't have anything like that.
You've come challenging me many times. I thought you finally obtained at least one familiar. Just as I thought. You are a mere human, and a strange one at that.
Despite what he's saying, Gundam doesn't seem all that annoyed. Is he opening up to me a little?
how
However, you probably do not understand how pointless this is for a demon beast tamer.
Now that you mention it, even though this is a tropical island, I don't really see any wild animals.
fine.
If this place really was a normal tropical island, I wouldn't have time to talk to you so freely. Many beasts inhabit the thick forests. There are many even rare species that only exist in... There may even be rare species that only exist in this land. Thinking about it makes me tingle.
Great. Wow, he's smiling right now. I seem to recall seeing a cow at the ranch.
Let me
I'm not interested in some domesticated animal.
I had a feeling you might say that.
fall.
After all,
Tears.
I cannot look at it without feeling pity.
Huh? That's a bit unexpected.
How
Such creatures are born to be eaten by humans. Even if I had the all-seeing eye, I could not change that fate. Thus, I try not to involve myself with livestock. It would bring a calamity onto my mind, after all.
Gundam understands the feelings of animals, so this must be a complicated subject for him.
this body is uncooperative.
I appear to be getting oddly sentimental since I haven't encountered any new demon beasts. I've tamed various creatures such as the Cerberus, the Phoenix, and even the Midgard serpent.
It probably means dogs, birds, and lizards. When you say tamed, what exactly does that entail?
I guess it's fine to tell a mere human. I don't believe that you'll get in my way. Basically, you must say, "Good girl, good girl."
Huh?
You must repeatedly speak to them, and make sure they understand there is no ill will on your end. In order to do that, you need to appear innocent.
This
Of
too
course,
must be
there
the
are still
will
some
of
who like to be
causality.
touched and some that do not. It is better you keep those basics down.
It appears
Afterward, as long as you spend a long time together, you'll eventually start to hear your partner's words.
I'm pretty sure that only happens to ultimate breeders. Why didn't they just call him the ultimate animal tamer? Why is that so hard? Anyway. But Gundam seems different from usual when he talks about animals. Somehow, his face seems gentler. He must really love animals.
fine.
Now then, I wonder if there are evil demon beasts that will rile me up on this island somewhere. Monokuma and Monomi are sort of shaped like animals. They are no good! Anything that can talk will eventually betray you!
How pitiful.
And most importantly, they aren't cute.
I agree. But I don't plan to betray you at all.
Such exaggerations coming from a mere human like you. However, that was a nice line.
Gundam left the area with a different smile on his face than usual. I forgot that was his thing. He says that a couple times during the trials.
Good line.
It's funny. I hope we'll be able to understand each other, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm pretty sure wild cows exist, but not the ones in the ranch. Anyway, summon your familiar. What is this Pokemon? He wants Hajime to bring out a pet, but he doesn't have one. I feel like if Gundam survived, people would just see him as another useless survivor, and he wouldn't be liked so much. It's true. The only wild animals here are Nagito and Tear. Ironically, being a survivor actually hurts the popularity of characters that don't do much, like Kazuichi, Sonia, Akane, Himiko, Yasuhiro. Yeah. It's only the survivors that actually, have an arc that generally, you know, people still enjoy. That being like Fuyuhiko, of course the protagonists generally, Kyoko, Byakuya, you know, the people that still have something to do by the end of the game. Because a lot of the characters that survive, just like their gimmick wears very thin, and they never evolve past that. Anyway, pretty sure wild cows exist. Oh right, I already read that. Surprisingly enough, no, there's no such thing as a wild cow. Well, I guess not specifically a cow, but there are like cow type animals out there. You know what I'm trying to say. Does Gundam have eyebrows? Now I'm gonna have to look at his sprites next time because I've never like paid attention to that. He's a breeder specifically and not a tamer. But like, he talks about taming animals all the time. I know he breeds animals, but like in this last thing, he was just talking about how to like, you know, how to what is it called? Trainer, tamer, same idea, of how to like train animals like your pets and how to get them used to you. And I don't know. I feel like it would still work. Hajime was the one who mentioned Monokuma and Monami. Oh, oops. Oh well. It's actually a little funny how many parallels there are with Kazuichi and Gundam, since they're both outcasts who put up fronts to impress people. It's a shame those parallels went nowhere. Woo. I mean, Gundam wasn't wrong about anything that dogs can betray you. That's such an interesting line. Why couldn't that be like part of his characterization in the game? Where he doesn't talk to people because he's like, anything that's not an animal will betray you. Why was he so squished there for a second? That was so funny. Okay, hold on.
It is me, Gundam Tanaka.
Okay. Oh, here's something I thought about while I was reading that last line. If Gundam hates giving up on life so much, like suicide and all that, then why would he join Despair after the Reserve Corps people? Like, they caused that. Why would he... Okay. Anyway. Does he have eyebrows? Honestly, I'm gonna say no. I don't think he does, now that I'm looking at it. It's fine. He's like Captain Silene from Legends Arceus. Don't need him.
Hold it. If you come any closer.
I know. I won't get close to you.
It appears that you finally noticed. The blood that flows within me bears a fearsome curse.
Of course it does.
Ever since I was young, this body of mine was exposed to so many poisons that it became poisonous itself. If a mere human like you ever touched me, you would immediately decompose and wither away. Thus, I have been trying to make sure you do not get too close to me.
Does that mean you've been thinking of me?
Don't get ahead of yourself. Even if you're just a foolish human, I'm not so cruel as to yearn for a meaningless death.
How can I assume that he's... Can I assume that he's blushing? Sure. But he says his blood is poison. What would be the advantage of that?
It's not an issue of gains and losses. I became like this because I had to. I have been like this even if I didn't want to be. I've been putting poison in my body ever since I was young.
Sounds somewhat plausible. What could it be? You enjoy poison. Your mom's an alpha. Was your mother's cooking bad?
Yeah.
Crap. I was only joking, but it sounds like that was exactly it. I thought he was going to say, like, snakes bit him and stuff.
You wouldn't understand how much pain I had to endure. Plus, that woman would cry if I didn't finish my plate. What choice did I have but to suffer in silence?
Don't you feel better now that you've talked about it? I mean, you're actually a really kind guy.
Anyway, now that you understand, you shouldn't come any closer to me. Know that if you ever touch me, it would mean death for you.
But that's really lonesome. Hey, Gundam, can I ask you something?
If you have the fortitude to ask me that. didn't even say anything yet. When you were in grade school, did you ever hold hands with any of the other kids?
What? Okay.
It's obvious. It's obvious now, but at the time I was faking my condition. By moving next to the teacher who served me, I was able to avoid questions and survive without any problems. Did you ever have to do a folk dance?
Impossible.
You don't understand! That is ceremony for summoning evil deities! Fortunately, the school nurse was in the same tribe as me, so I was able to leave without getting involved. I see. It might have been bad of me to point out something so unnecessary. I don't know what to say to him anymore. So then, what kind of people are you okay to get close to? Anyone whose power matches my own, or... No, there's no such way a being exists. You should just forget about it. For your sake.
I know one.
With those words, Gundam walked away. He seemed very lonely. What was he going to say? If he just told me, maybe I could have done something about it. And if I had, maybe he wouldn't have shouted nonsense at me and left me in his room all alone with his hamsters.
I do think Gundam and Sonya are a good pairing. I wish, something actually happened there. What happened? He probably had to learn that because he had to breed many animals and learn their temperaments to take care of them. Still, anything would be better than calling him the ultimate breeder. It's just begging for misinterpretation. Anyway, yes, a pentagram. We can banish Monokuma and Teruteru to hell. Nice. He's been smooshed, yes. If Hajime isn't going to decompose if he touches Gundam, why isn't Sonya withered to dust yet? Because Sonya is a kindred spirit. She is as powerful as him, clearly. What did you miss? Gundam. It's crazy. Does Gundam like cyanide? Oh, it's bad cooking. His mom sounds like a nice woman, perhaps. I don't think Sonya touched him, so she's alright. Well, I don't know about that. Okay, put the food down. Your pants. You don't want to eat it. No. Why would someone do a folk dance in school? They're not from America, okay? Can't quite judge it. Ask him about his hair. Yeah, that's a good idea. We do folk dances in Oklahoma? Really? Wow. He was too shy to answer questions. That's why he's cute. Yeah. The Devas match his power. True. Gundam, I surely hope you never meet Mikado. Yeah. Are folk dances a common thing? I've never had to do that in elementary school. Probably not in America, but like across the world, probably. I mean, what dance? We did like ballroom dance, not ballroom dancing. What did we do? I think it might have been. It was definitely like waltz type dancing in school. Anyway, not like I'm ever going to use that probably, but still. We did do it for some reason. Sonya screamed about his death for a second and then moved on. Yeah, that's the other problem. She kept his hamsters, though. It's just, why didn't they make sprites of her with the hamsters on her shoulders? That would be so fun. Do you guys think those... I mean, I guess he said they only live for like 1,095 days. Those hamsters are definitely dead in the real world, huh? Anyway.
Are you mistaking which door to knock? I'm not a god, you know.
Very funny. Ah, front-facing Gundam. Get him away. Okay, here we go. Front-facing Gundam again. Ah!
He doesn't seem like his usual self.
Why do you keep following me? In truth, there's no way I'd ever associate with someone like you.
Impossible!
But still, why do you continue to hound me? Does this mean my absolute mental defenses are wearing off?
I don't know what you think this is, but we're friends who are trying to work together to escape.
Gah!
What the... He seized up all of a sudden.
I won't
Settle down, man! My wicked arm! Are you a Kotodama user? You wish to manipulate me with false words and cheap tricks, don't you?
I'm not trying to manipulate you at all. In fact, you're the one who said I'm just a mere human with no special abilities whatsoever.
Grr. You wouldn't understand. I'm in isolation for a reason. There will never be a day when you understand why I became who I am. I'll destroy you!
That is a good line read. Anyway,
I'm the offspring of an angel and a devil, a cursed being shunned and rejected by everything in this world.
I wonder if that actually has implications.
Once I lose the only thing I love, I am destined to spend my last days being devoured alive by demon beasts. Truly, I am mankind's natural foe, evil incarnate. I'm a walking cataclysm, a shapeless insanity. I am Gundam Tanaka.
He sounds like his normal self, but there's definitely something different about him.
Well, after that, I need a drink.
There might be a kernel of truth hidden in the words he just spoke. It's true. I don't know anything about what drove you to this point. But I definitely believe that you're my friend. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't be able to go on. That's it. That's the only reason. As long as you're my friend, I have no desire to take anything away from you or try to force you to change.
It seems that I completely misread you. I never expected a human like you to contain a singularity.
Huh? Have I been promoted from mere human?
You asked me the other day what sort of existence would be capable of touching me. The answer of that is the singularity. A being who can make the impossible possible by overcoming various limitations.
Huh? Am I really that amazing?
Don't get ahead of yourself. A simple creature like you does not have that much power. However, I can lend you my powers, as long as you yearn for them.
Then I'll leave this to you.
What? For you to say that so easily. Fine. Well, who cares? Lend me your hand.
I stuck out my hand like you told me to do, and after some hesitation, Gundam slowly gripped it. His hand felt like a normal person's hand, and I definitely didn't wither away and die.
With this,
the contract is complete. I will not allow you to die without my permission.
I really wanted to say that to him too, but he'd definitely just yell at me if I did. Instead, I gripped Gundam's hand so tightly that it started hurting. It somehow became a battle of endurance, but I felt a strong bond between Gundam and me.
And myself. That was bad grammar.
Which reminds me, it's been a long time since I felt someone so happy being acknowledged by someone.
Gundam and Kiyotaka would be best friends. That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Gundam and Mikado meeting would be hilarious. I mean, I guess. I guess that might be true. See, yeah, anyway. In school, I just got hit in the face over and over again during dodgeball. Man, I feel ya. When I was younger, I had an I liked baseball a lot. Baseball and soccer. Those were the two sports I liked to play. But then I got hit in the head. The coach threw, a full-grown man threw a baseball to one of the other kids, and it ended up hitting me in the head in between. And oh man, I never played sports for a long time after that. I did play soccer again after a while, but man, I've never gone back to baseball. Virgin blood was used in a ritual prior. That's one way to put it. Gundam be like, wah. It's true. Gundam, where are your parents? Okay, here's a question, because they never specifically stated it, but his mother is around because his mother's cooking for him. He never mentioned his father. If he is the offspring of an angel and a devil, do you think that's how he views his parents? His mother is an angel and his father is a devil? It'd be interesting. Angel and a devil equals a goth? His parents are here. Welcome to hell. Very funny. I saw on YouTube that Gundam's English voice actor played through all of Danganronpa 2, and he actually forgot he was the Case 4 culprit. It's kind of funny. It's true. Kaido, did you just say the impossible is possible?
Hey, that's my line.
The friends he might have had before wanted him to change his personality. That could explain why he's so surprised when Hajime and Sonya take interest in him for himself. Yeah, I get the feeling that he's kind of like Taka, where it's like, oh, I've never had a real friend before because I'm just so weird. Anyway, Gundam let himself die in his execution, arguably true, but then that also contradicts the reason why he killed in the first place. But whatever. Someone probably did or said to him while he was a kid. The whole evil Lord of Darkness persona is some kind of escapism, probably. Maybe one slice of life FTE and dry as a treat. Maybe. Why do we have the same experience with baseball? Because baseball is a dangerous sport. Right? That ball is hard. A soccer ball? That's not hard. Anyway. His father left to get milk. No. He definitely killed his mom. I mean, yeah, as an ultimate despair, they all did, so it's still, you know. Gonna mention that he ended up in the hospital after challenging and picking a fight with the devil. That's a good point. I feel like that probably lends evidence to the thought, yeah. Can you explain why Nagito is where he is in the tier list again? Sure. I mean, I'm about to go back there. You could argue that, okay, obviously this, because we get nothing of Gundam, and this is a lot. It still doesn't mention the whole, like, live because you have to thing. But, you know, the animal love and the just being kind of a nerd who doesn't have friends, that's just, it's good characterization, and it sucks that we get nothing. The reason I put Nagito up here is because his FTEs actually explain why he would join, like why he believes in his luck and hope the way he does. Which personally for me, when I finished the game, I hated Nagito because I felt like he was just extremely poorly written in terms of like, oh, he loves hope, but he wants, you know, he wants despair for some reason. And like, I don't understand. He's just kind of a crazy person, and that's his whole character. I feel like if those FTEs migrated into the main game, they would help you understand Nagito a little better. Specifically in terms of like his whole deal. But anyway, yeah. Great. Peace balls are hard, Leon, after chapter 1. True. Getting hit in the face with a baseball flying at high speeds and blacked out for 12 seconds. It really does. It just knocks you right out. Like, there's no way. It's bad. It's bad. It's very bad. Oh, and don't believe that softball is any better. That is a lie. Only 4 out of 15 Danganronpa 2 characters didn't end up in S tier, and one of the 4 ended up in bad tier. Yeah. It's... I mean, I know I'm biased because I don't like FTEs in terms of like how important they are to the characters half the time. But Danganronpa 2 is the game where FTEs are at their worst in terms of like taking way too much away from the characters. Like there is no reason to like Kazuichi, Mahiru, Nekomaru, Mikon, Nagito, or Gundam outside of their FTEs really. Like you can like them for being like quirky, but other than that, they've got nothing really going for them in the main story. Akane as well. I forgot she was a Danganronpa 1 character, or Danganronpa 2 character for a second. Chiaki and Fuyuhiko, they definitely are better off in terms of like, you know, they actually get an arc. Pekko's was just nothing really crazy, and then Hyoko's just made me hate her even more, so what was even the point? Gundam made the magic circle to protect himself and it didn't work. Someone using common sense that wasn't explained in the game. Especially Akane and Mahiru, they're kind of mediocre without the FTEs. I would argue they're just bad without the FTEs. Okay, let's okay. I wasn't going to do this, but let's rank between tiers. Just very quickly. I think I did do this last time at the end of Danganronpa 1, so here we go. If I didn't play Kazuichi's free time events, I don't think I would have liked him at all. Exactly, me neither. I think Celeste's are the worst because Celeste actually has something going for her, and her free time event saying she always relies on luck actually ruins that. Then Leon's for saying he likes baseball, which kind of ruins his execution and also a few things about his character. And then I guess I should be doing it the other way. No. Celeste is the absolute worst, and then Leon's, and then like this. So like Genocide Jacks are like the best of D tier because they're not as bad. Because you know what you're getting into with her, right? These other three, there should be something going on to make you, interested in them at all. I do think Junko's are better than Sayaka's because Junko, quote unquote, doesn't get very much screen time. So, the personality showcase ones. Honestly, I think Chihiro's is the worst of the bunch because you barely learn anything. Toko's is probably the best. I think that's probably a decent order. Pekko's maybe over Yasuhiro's, although Yasuhiro's is a better showcase of his personality. Pekko's were, made me like her more, right? So, I think the best one, I do not even remember Imposters, but I think now that I'm thinking back to it, it like hints at his identity and he talks about identity a lot and that makes sense. And then probably like this, I liked Fihiko's, but I feel like Fihiko's are just, they're just fine, which is honestly okay, but you know what I mean? And then the absolute worst for having to understand the character. Honestly, I think Hifumi might be the absolute worst because it's like none of that shows up in the story at all. And then we'll go with like Mahiru and Kazuichi because theirs are pretty bad in terms of just like none of that shows up in the story at all. Then I feel like it's probably Nekomaru, then Akane, and then no, Sonya's is pretty fine. Might go Gundam next, honestly. Gundam, then Ibuki. I don't think Aoi's are that important. Taka's is definitely more important than Byakuya's. Although, actually, no, Byakuya's are pretty important in consideration of, like, the death game and how his family works. I think I'd put him around here. Probably put Mikon, like, here. And then Sakura's and Mondo's are definitely the least required. So I think I'd probably do something like this. And that would be what we'll go with for now. Boo, Nekomaru got us demonetized. Hey, good news. I challenged the claims and they're being released as we speak. So that's the good news. My Hero before and after NFTs? What? Okay. Are we not going to see Terras? Unfortunately, no, because I'm going to have to re-download them, and I don't trust my internet. Stream might crash, and I don't want it to. We'll save it for another time. Yoko's just genuinely a horrible person. It's true. Genocide Jack's FTEs are just kind of a waste of time unless you think she's funny. Pretty much. They don't, like, hurt her character. It's the only reason. Like, these three just specifically hurt the characters, therefore. So, I disagree with the reason for Leon. His whole thing is wanting him to change. It's him getting burnt out of his passion. Yeah, but then him, like, in the thing being like, oh, but I think I'll just go back to baseball. And I think that's totally fine. I think does sort of ruin the irony of his execution. I get where you're coming from. Like, you can say you don't like something while it's still being your, like, passion. But, I don't know. I feel like he's just way more interesting when he doesn't like baseball but came to the school on a baseball scholarship, right? Basically. Yoko literally snaps her neck just to manipulate Hashime because of the height difference. Funny. I think I'm scared of Ifumi. It's true. Ifumi's FTs are like 30 minutes long, which should tell you a lot. Who the peeps talking outside? You can hear that? I don't know. Boo, Nekomaru, yeah. Hifumi creeps me out a lot, especially the things he says about alter ego. Oh yes, absolutely. I'm not saying Hifumi is made a good character by his FTEs, but it's because he is so bad that his FTEs giving him even a shred of characterization other than just being creepy is like the best. His are the most important. Territory will remain undone until the end of time. Yes, we just keep putting him off, as it should be. Sorry, not FTE, not NFT. I see. Gotcha. I'm ready to go to draws and see how those are. Because, man. That said, I might take a little break. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling next week. That's honestly a decent enough break as it is. But yeah. At least we can bully Hiyoko. Need to watch Danganronpa the animation abridged. Please watch it. It's hilarious. I've had a diminishing return on abridged series as time has gone on. We can kick Hiyoko and Teru. Yay! Alright, well, thank you guys for watching tonight. That was a clap. Like and subscribe. You know the thing to do. And still no arm reveal. I should mention that memberships count too, so if we get 2 members, I'll do it. But it has to be in the same stream. Anyway. Then Tsurugi, Kane, Teruya, Kanata, and Draw. Yeah. Those are the ones for sure. Bye. Hell spawns. Great. Okay, bye.